Hello there, Pastafarians. It's me, Schizophrenic. Here I am at a mall sort of area for people who meet together on Fridays and talk about religion and stuff in Fort Collins, Colorado. Got my Join My Cult sign up here. I'm here for good faith debates with preachers, anyone who might be here. We've recently, meaning the last hour or two, have had a meeting with our local Pastafarians here in Fort Collins. If you are in the area and would like to join on these when we have them again, please do check out our website and you can join us as we celebrate Friday, celebrate a holy day, talk about the flying spaghetti monster, talk about reality and religion, how we can reality in the world, something we're proud of, something that we can give to our children with pride, knowing that we've done our fucking best. And again, if you're in the Fort Collins area, join us next time. You've missed it today because we just had it. Right now we're sort of looking around for the stream preachers that often come down here on a Friday. They like to set up an easel with questions on them, sort of trickish questions. But we would like to avoid the trickery. We Pastafarians and talk about truth and love and flying spaghetti monster. We call it what is it? When you epistemology, ontology. Talk about all of these theologies, how we can believe what we can believe. Hopefully, we'll find some people to talk to today. Though it's like 7:30ish. But maybe there are some tables being brought, so maybe this is the time. Join us here for a conversation about truth and love and how to believe in what is real and what is good. Oh, look at that. It's 8:55. I see a clock right now. Here it is, so you can check my time. I do confess that I have been drinking alcohol, so if you're like, yo, Schizophrenic Mage, you seem pretty drunk. You know, I see what you're saying. And also, yeah, I'm allowed to be a little drunk on a Friday. But I've had 3 doubles. So, that's where I am. Started around 6 o'clock. Had some 3 doubles. So, we'll see how that goes. Look at this. Here's some hardware. Things are looking good. So we're about to have sort of outreach, or maybe we can reach back. Oh look, some Pastafarians have approached me. I am streaming live, so if you don't want your words to go live over all of the internet, please do not speak out. Though my camera is looking at me. So, how is the Pastafarian Church in Fort Collins at the moment?
Awesome.
Doing awesome?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very fun to join or to visit. Unfortunately, the gas prices right now are a bit prohibitive, so I do appreciate the kind gift of sort of travel. It looks like there's going to be some sort of setup here, so very hopefully we have an hour ahead of us of good conversation. It is very cold here, very cold. We'll be back though in the coming months. If you would like to join us in the Pastafarian Church of Fort Collins on a Friday celebration, do check out the links below. I do like to give space to the people who are building up here. I don't mean to interrupt before they are ready. A view on some of the. This is like, look at that, something rolled up there. That's exciting. What that might that be? Here's something, and then we've also got a cooler of some kind. I've heard there's rumors of having a hot chocolate. So if you'd like to come down and drink some booze at Lucky Joe's over here, right here, on a Friday with us, and then have some hot chocolate, well, come on down. First, second, it's every Friday from what I understand, here on the old Old Town Square, I think, is what it's called in Fort Collins. It's about an hour north of Denver. So, you know, I'm being very patient here, waiting for everyone to set up their hardware so that we can communicate. And love and flying spaghetti monster. Hello there, would you like to join my cult? Hello there, have you heard of the flying spaghetti monster? The one true cult on earth? Hello there, would you like to join my cult?
Sure. Good try.
See you online. The one true cult, the cult of flying spaghetti monster.
Oh, I like it.
Thank you very much.
Spaghetti fan.
See you online. Look at that, it's already worked. The one true cult on this earth, please do join my cult, the cult of flying spaghetti monster. Hello there, would you like to join my cult? The one true cult, the cult of flying spaghetti monster. The cure for these ancient mythologies. If you get the camera. The one true cult. The one true cult on this earth, the cult of flying spaghetti monster, do join today. So in the last week I've sort of talked to, last 2 weeks, talked to John Shuck, I've talked to John Maldonado, Joseph Maldonado, John Shuck. I don't mean to forget people's names, but I have been drinking. Like, it is a choice that I made, and I take responsibility for the drunkenness, which I feel. It is very cold. It is very cold here. I've heard that to those who are patient, hot chocolate might be forthcoming, so I'm excited about that. It is very nice down here at Fort Collins. A lot of red brick and stone buildings. Look at that. That's nice. So look, that's pretty. Old town. Hello there. Would you like to join my cult? The one true cult of flying spaghetti monster. Do join today. The cure for the ancient mythologies that plague our sociology. Cult of flying spaghetti monster. Do join today. First Pastafarian cult of YouTube. The one true cult. Please do join. The one true cult of flying spaghetti monster. Please do join today. The first Pastafarian cult of YouTube. Hello there. Would you like to join my cult? Have you heard of the flying spaghetti monster? The one true cult on this earth. See you online. Thank you very much. My YouTube is on that. The one true cult on earth, the cult of flying spaghetti monster, please do join today. The first Pastafarian cult of YouTube, the one true cult, please do join today. The cult of flying spaghetti monster, please do join. The one true cult of YouTube, please do join today. The cult of flying spaghetti monster. Sorry that I'm ignoring you, Pastafarians. The one true cult, please do join today. The cult of flying spaghetti monster, please do join my cult. The one true cult on earth, the cult of spaghetti monster, do join today. Check out my YouTube on this paper here. Oh, they're having a tour. True cult, the cult of flying spaghetti monster, join today. A lot of setup going on over here. Still lots of setup, so we're trying to be not too intrusive, intrudy. I think I can stand here. That's like not in the way. The one true cult on this earth, the cult of flying spaghetti monster, do join today. The first Pastafarian cult of YouTube. Oh, sorry. That's gross, right? Sorry about that. Hello there, would you like to join my cult? The one true cult. The one true cult on this earth, the cult of flying spaghetti monster, please do join today. Hello there, would you like to join my cult? The one true cult. The cult of flying I like zoomed in on my chin, my sort of double chin, my doubled chin there. Maybe I'm going to flip this around and sort of get the picture of these guys after they're done setting it up. It does take quite a bit to set up the hardware that they've decided to bring here today. I didn't bring too much hardware. I've got my what is this sign? It's hard to see sometimes very well lit. There's a ton of different lightings that I can put it on as I spin around. put on it, not it on, put on my thing. But spinning around like this is not like the best in the world because of how been drinking I am. Well, have you heard of Flying Spaghetti Monster? Flying Spaghetti Monster is an answer to a question. A lot of people say, what created organs? And the answer is nonsensical as the Flying Spaghetti Monster is any other thing people have proposed. So what I've been trying to do is kind of clear the idea, the mythologies that people have. A lot of people are myth Fridays and pretty much cut off the tip of his dick, and we think these are very barbaric ideas. It's time for us to grown ups to move past them, make good decisions based on things that we can agree to. YouTube. So if you have questions and you want to bring it up later, check out my YouTube, send me a comment. I'd love to talk to it. I'd love to communicate with you. But if you have any questions today, I can answer them as well.
Do you guys support me getting my foreskin back?
I do wish that we could find a way to help you, because I myself was circumcised before I was able to consent to such a thing. I think it's a really weird thing to do in America. And everyone like, that's normal. And I think it's not.
I don't mean to be. I'm right there with you.
Cool. Yeah, see you online. Look forward to your comments online. Thanks for your questions. From Good Faith Conversationalists, and here we still have setup happening. As soon as it's set up, we'll be able to communicate in good faith with these people here trying to talk. And again, I'm working through booziness. I have been drinking quite a bit, which is nice and fun, and a celebration of Friday and the Flying Spaghetti Monster. I'm a little surprised at how long it took to set this situation up. It is like 8 o'clock. I think 6 o'clock is a really good time to come out and start talking to people about Jesus. So I don't know why they waited so long. Maybe their work schedule was prohibitive of that kind of thing. And again, we don't want to be, we just want to be the one true cult on this earth. We want to be satirical of what is going on instead of like yelling at people, talking to them about things. We want to be intrusive, we want to be equivalent. The one true cult on this earth, the cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster, please do join today. Cult review. The one true cult on this earth, the cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster, please do join today. The first Pastafarian cult of YouTube, please do join today. The one true cult on this earth. I might have my camera coming. Posted a video of the camera that I saw of John Shuck. It gives you a sort of another view of that, how different things are, how different conversations are depending on your point of view. It's very fun. So if you have any comments about that, the conversation with John Shuck, please do let me know. Hello there, would you like to join the one true cult on this earth, the cult of Flying today? The true cult on this earth, cult business of touring people around these old cities and explaining them and connecting them to the story that is these cities, because I very much do love the idea of the life of cities and the promise, or this idea that Denver is much older than itself. Hello, you set up? Is it all set up? You ready? You all set up yet? You ready? Let me know. Hello there, would you like to join my cult? The one true cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster. It's a good cult, though. Good cult. The one true cult on this earth, the cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster, please do join today. The first Pastafarian cult of YouTube, the one true cult. I don't know that I'm so repetitive Pastafarians, but there are just so many people walking by that I do want to let them know what's going on. Use those communicative ideas to explain the context of the situation so that everyone knows what's happening here. Rap battle. Got people professing truth, finding ways to prove it to each other. Hello there, would you like to join my cult? There's lots of setup here. I just don't know when it's ready when this group of evangelizers is ready to be communicated with. I don't want to be intrusive. Hello there, would you like to join my cult? The One True Cult. Are there 5 of you today? Are there 5 of you?
Oh, it's funny. These just people you're talking about know them.
So there are 4 of these people?
I'm really good friends with them.
Is that right? Are you one of them?
Yeah, I'm a Jesus freak.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. What if I proved Jesus was a liar?
I don't think you could.
What if I could?
How could you prove this to me?
By contradiction that he said, if I could prove Jesus lied, would it be important?
Okay.
Would you give up your faith in the Bible if I could prove to you that Jesus lied?
I might question it a little bit, do some more research into it. I wouldn't immediately give up my faith.
What thing could I show you that would immediately cause you to give up your faith? Is there something?
No, I don't think there's anything that could.
Why?
I've had a bunch of experiences with God personally that have drawn closer.
But when you say God, you mean Jesus, right?
Yeah, God and Jesus are God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's like 1 times 1 times 1.
No. Because some people say that Jesus is God, and some people say that Jesus is not God. And so, when you say God, you mean Jesus.
Jesus is God.
Some people believe that he is. Well, that's some. Are you the Son of God?
No.
What do you mean you're not the Son of God?
I am one of God's children, but I am not Jesus.
By children, you mean like sons and daughters?
Yes.
So how can you exclude yourself from the idea that you are a son of God? I don't understand how you do that.
Well, Jesus was the Son of God because he was God incarnate.
And you're the Son of God because you're a child of God.
It's not the same.
You're right, but you keep saying that you're not a child of God. You're not the Son of God. You are a son of God, just like Jesus. If I could prove to you that the Bible is not true, would you want me to?
You can try.
If you were believing something that was false, would you want to know?
Oh yeah, I'd want to know, but I have a lot of.
How can we disprove a book like the Bible? How can a human disprove that idea? Prove it or disprove it? How can that be done?
You tell me.
Well, I have a number of ways, and maybe you're not going to agree with them. So, I'm going to put some out there, and if you're like, not that, then eventually we're going to be like back to where we were, which is, so what then? But I think a contradiction in the Bible would disprove it. I think that if I could show you something in the Bible that says something like, Jesus cannot lie, and then I show you a line where Jesus did lie, that would disprove the Bible. Hello there, my name is Mitchell. What's your name? Abraham, are you listening to this conversation? Yeah. I invite you to join it. I'm Mitchell, this is Abraham. What's your name?
Jaden.
Jaden, we're talking about what could disprove the Bible. Do you think there's anything that could disprove the Bible?
No, I believe it's completely inerrant.
But you're wrong. And I would like to help you out of that mythology. Some people think that the Quran is completely inerrant. Are they right or are they wrong?
They're wrong.
And if they were wrong, do you think they would want to know?
Yeah.
How can we prove to them that they're wrong?
Well, the Quran's totally different. The Quran was based off of...
Quran's not totally different. It's exactly...
No, it's not.
No, it's very the same. What's wrong with the Quran? How can we know that it's false without
Can you tell me what's the same between the Bible and the Quran?
I don't care. Intrinsically to itself with the Quran, could we disprove the Quran with just itself?
Well, that's such a broad statement.
No, it's not. It's specific. Only using the Quran can we disprove the Quran. It's not very broad at all. Okay. It's the same question I ask you with the Bible. Can we disprove the Bible?
Well, disproving the Quran has nothing to do with disproving the Bible.
It does. The tools that we'll use to disprove the Quran will also disprove the Bible. Contradiction. We saw a contradiction in the Quran. You don't think? Hello there. Are you joining this conversation?
How are you?
Good. Are you joining the conversation?
We'll see that.
Yes? Cool. We're talking about what would disprove the Bible, how we could disprove the Bible if it were not true. And the way we're doing it is comparing it to the Quran. Because I'm saying if we could find contradiction internal to the Quran, that would disprove the Quran. Do you agree with that logic?
I really gotta go.
See ya.
Leftist, but
bye.
Praying for you?
Don't touch me.
Okay.
You believe in a false gospel, and I can prove it wrong. If you have time, I have the inclination to explain it to you right now. I've got hours. Cool. By contradiction. If we just use the Quran... No, and just you and me. Just we're deciding if we saw a contradiction...
So that's just... Laws of logic are just agreed upon.
Let's agree upon some laws of logic and see if they disprove the Quran.
Because you're an unbeliever and you contradict yourself.
No, that's backwards. I'm an unbeliever because the Bible has a contradiction. If the Bible had a contradiction,
why are contradictions not
saying
allowed?
in your name, I've forgotten it.
Pat,
I'm Mitchell.
It's not allowed again?
We don't have to agree on that. I don't have to prove that thing. Let's first agree on what we can prove. I'm asking you if you believe that it disproves the Bible.
No.
Cool. So you don't think that a contradiction internal to the Bible would disprove the Bible?
Well, not.
So it would be a waste of time for me to point out contradictions.
Not by your worldview, it doesn't.
No, by your worldview. I'm trying to use yours.
Well,
Do you believe there are contradictions in the Bible?
no.
If there were, would that disprove the Bible?
The basis for the concept.
Is that a yes or a no?
Hold on. The basis for the concept that the contradictions are allowed is given to us by the God of the Bible. So without the God of the Bible, you can't say contradictions aren't allowed. That's so.
I did hold on. Yes or no?
It's what I said.
I know. Was that an affirmative or a negative?
So you can.
You sound Van Tillian. Are you Van Tillian?
How?
Are you Van Tillian? Yes or no? Do you believe that Van Til knew what he was talking about, or was he
You know
lying?
what Van Til was talking about?
I know what Van Til was talking about. Are you Van Tillian in your belief? If I disproved Van Til as a homosexual, would you stop following him?
Nobody follows Van Til.
You do. You follow Van Til. You think that the things that he said were true. Are you a Van Tillian?
Well, I haven't.
Some people think that Van Til was way off base. Are you one of those people?
No, I haven't studied.
You think he was on
But
base?
let's stick with the whole thing. How you know contradictions are wrong?
Well, how do I know contradictions are wrong?
Contradictions are not
Doesn't
allowed.
matter. Doesn't matter how I know. How do you know? How do you know contradictions are wrong? Because Van Til told you?
No, because.
So then how?
Because God has.
The God of the Bible, your so-called God, yes, continue.
One true God.
No, your God, your understanding of
My
God.
God.
Yes, your God, your understanding of God. But continue, I'm
That's your
listening.
claim. That's my understanding.
Yeah, And your claim is,
You can't.
your
have a
claim is that it's,
conversation because you can't.
yes, I can. Here I am doing it. Here I am demonstrating how wrong you are.
And you're talking over me.
I know, but we're having a
That's not a
conversation.
conversation.
It is a conversation. I've recorded the whole thing, Patrick.
That's not a conversation.
It is a conversation. It's a
If
good
you
conversation.
Talk over me the whole time. Right?
But I'm understanding the things that you're saying while you say them. I can talk and listen at the same time. Can you? Can you talk and listen at the same time? The question now.
Well, Mitch.
Cool. The question now is, can you talk and listen at the same time?
No.
Who told you that? Who told you you
Just
cannot?
It's just common sense.
Is it?
Well,
Who told you that it's true? That you cannot and listen at the same time? If I could demonstrate to you myself talking and listening at the same time, would you stop holding me to the standard that you've made up?
no, I just, if you want to have a conversation.
This is a conversation. I want to have a
It's
conversation.
not a conversation.
It's definitely a conversation.
Well,
It's been about Van
could be.
Til,
It
it's
could
been
be.
about contradiction, it's been
But
about lots of
again,
things.
What's
Yeah.
the basis for saying contradictions are wrong according to you?
I don't need that. I'm working on yours. I don't need to prove it. Yeah, I'm working. You believe contradictions are wrong. Is that right? So let's go from there.
Lying is wrong. You shall not lie.
Cool. You being wrong is wrong?
Yes, lying.
Cool. And if you see your God lying, would you stop believing him? That would be a contradiction, right? If you see your God, your so-called God lying, that would be a contradiction.
Through all this.
And that would be enough for you to stop believing in the Bible? No, we haven't, because you haven't engaged with my questions. You've been ignoring them. You've been saying that I have to prove.
Lying on your.
And what are you relying on? The Bible.
The God.
The Bible. The God of the Bible. The God described in the Bible as understood by you, right? That's who you're relying on. You're saying you have an understanding of the God of the Bible?
The same as you do.
Yes. And how do we
Same as
each...
You're aware of the God. You're aware of God.
Of the Bible, the God of the Bible. Not God the one true creator, the God of the Bible, who claims to be the one true creator.
Same.
No, it's not. You believe it's the same, and I can prove that it's not. Your claim is that it's the same. Your claim is the same.
How can you prove anything?
That's a good question, but we're not starting from my point of view. We're starting with your point of view, because I'm trying to meet you where...
You have no basis.
I'm not saying I do. I'm saying you pretend you have a basis, and with your own basis, I can disprove the Bible. Do you understand that sentence? The whole sentence. Do you understand it? It's an argument against your God. Do you understand it? There's two premises and a conclusion. Do you understand it?
So all I have to do is say, so what? If you say the God of the Bible
Yeah.
contradicts himself,
Yeah.
all I have to do is say what?
So contradictions
So what?
disprove. So contradictions disprove that God. Any God that contradicts himself is disproving himself. Do you agree?
There are.
Do you agree with that statement? So you ask asked me, so what? You asked, so what? That's where we were. What was my answer to your question, so what? You asked me, so what? What's my answer? Pat, did you listen to me? What was my answer to your question, so what? You asked me a question, so let's go back. Ask me that question again, because you didn't listen to my answer. Your question was, so what? Let's go back to that. What was my answer to that question? I recorded it, Pat. You didn't listen. I can answer it again if you're going to listen this time. Why would I answer you if you're not going to listen? Pat, do you want to talk like real adults, or do you just want to do this theater? Right. So ask me again, so what?
What's wrong with theater?
What? Nothing's wrong with theater. I love theater. I would like to talk to all these people. We are having a conversation. Patrick and Mitchell, we would like you all to join. I love theater. What's wrong with theater, Pat?
You're the one that said we shouldn't do theater.
I'm saying you are doing theater. So let's have a big boy conversation like an adult.
Theater is the wrong thing, but only wrong for me, not for you, right?
Do you believe that religion should be theater? Do you believe that religion should be theater?
Depends how you define theater.
No, I'm asking you, depending how you define it. Stop it. Hey, what's your name? Why do people intrude and then don't talk to me? What's your name? You just intruded in this. Hey, can you please tell him that what he's doing is not only illegal but very disrespectful? Can you please not behave? It's not how we behave. Give me my phone back because what you're doing is illegal. Give me my phone back. By the law that we have decided, thank you so much, by the law that you and I as Americans have agreed upon. Now, because I've answered yours. Your question. Now ask me again any questions you want. I've answered about why he shouldn't take my phone from me and the difference between talking in my natural voice and contradiction would disprove your God. Do you believe that a contradiction would prove your God? You don't believe that? So the standard I'm trying to talk to you about that disproves the triune God is the standard of contradiction. Do you believe that is a standard?
It's our standard. It's borrowing it. You don't.
No, you're borrowing it from objective reality. Stop accusing me of borrowing something you're borrowing, just like family and morality.
Objectively real.
The one true creator of all things determined what was objectively real at one point in reality.
So
there is one creation event.
So you're a Unitarian?
Nope. I'm an agnostic Pastafarian. What are you? What are you? What are you?
God of Scripture.
I just said that I'm an agnostic Pastafarian. I very clearly stated my position. It's impossible to know. Not I don't know. I know that it's impossible to know. Now, what is your position? Would you be as clear as I just was? Are you Vantillian? Wesleyan? I don't understand. I'm trying to understand what position you're coming from. Are you Vantillian?
No. Well, Vantillian,
Vantillian was either right or very wrong. What do you think?
Well, no one is right about anything other than Christ, other than the Word of God. So
No. The Word of God is not even right about it.
Vantil was in tune with what God's Word teaches. He was right.
No, he was very wrong. And also he was gay. Do you agree that the God of the Bible helped Vantil overcome his homosexual tendencies? That he required God and asked God to help him overcome his homosexual ideas? Did you read Vantil enough to know that he needed God of the Bible to help him stop being gay? You don't believe that Vantil was gay?
According to what? Orientation?
No, I'm saying he needed God to make him stop feeling sexual about other men.
So what?
So he was gay. That's what gay means.
So what?
So Jesus helped him stop being gay, Vantil. Do you agree?
Okay, I don't know.
You don't know?
It's your claim. I don't know. I haven't heard that.
Do you go check it out? See how gay Vantil was.
So what, right?
What do you mean, so what? Is it illegal? Is it against the law or law of your God to be gay?
Was he, well, if he's a Christian, then he wasn't.
Was he a Christian? No, he was gay because he had desires, homosexual desires.
Some of you, but you are washed, you are sanctified.
Yeah, but he still was gay because he had homosexual inclinations.
Such were some of you.
Right. But there's no difference between wanting to suck a dick and sucking a dick. Do you agree that if Vantil wanted to be naked with boys, that is just as evil as being naked with boys? No, what I'm trying to say is you guys are trying to change what the definition of gay is and pretend that Vantil was not gay, even though he wanted to be naked with boys, which is what gay is.
You're claiming that, and I think that that's probably completely slanderous. But
okay. What do you mean slanderous? Slanderous? Tons of people are gay. It's not slander to think that somebody's gay any more than it's slander to think that somebody's straight.
So your claim is that you don't need God for the one true God.
My claim is you're Van Tillian. Am I right on that?
Stick on one subject. God
is contradictory. Yeah. Yeah.
So why don't you
cool. So how many wills does the triune God have? How many wills does the triune God have? Wills. One will.
Jesus said, "I and the Father are." What?
I don't know. You tell me. You're making claims
you're
here.
The expert
I am the expert. Yeah. Because there's three wills, and you're pretending that it's not.
Jesus said, "I and the Father are one."
Cool. So if we disproved that with Scripture,
in purpose,
one in will, and if I disproved that with Scripture, would that disprove your Bible? Would that disprove the triune God?
Not my will, but your will be done. Jesus, in His.
How many wills are there? When it's not my will and thy will be done, how many wills are there? How many wills are in that statement? Not my will, but thine. How many wills? I do understand. You're pretending.
Do you understand the incarnation?
Yes, I do. How many wills does the triune God have? How many wills does the triune God have? You just said one. Is that right, Pat? Do you agree? One or two? One or two wills. I'm listening. So when G. That's what you've been saying over. I'm listening to you, Pat. Are you listening to me?
You don't have it. You don't
I just repeated what you said.
No.
Look, you don't have the capacity to talk and listen at the same time. I do.
Oh, I'm great. I'm glad
you're just one who thinks that I'm limited in capacity.
Really,
What's your name? Then fuck off.
No, I don't have
You don't have to fuck off, but you can be absolutely hypocritical if you want to. It is a free country. What is your defeater? I'm not interrupting. I'm listening to what you. It's a free. So, what is the Pastafarian demon? Is that nonsense you're talking to me? You're going to fill the space with nonsense? Because I listened to nonsense, even though it was nonsense. And what are you great at, Patrick? What are you great at?
So let's stick
What's your name, coward? And what are you doing right now? I was having a conversation with Pat, and you walked up and interrupted it, and you didn't even give me a because you're afraid. So why don't you walk over there where the fearful people are, and you let Pat and me talk reasonable. Then what is your defeater for the Cartesian demon? What is your defeater for the Cartesian demon? If you were wrong, would you want to know? If you were wrong, would you even want to know?
No, I don't want to listen to anything.
If you were wrong,
You're the one that's interrupting. And you interrupted it.
So why don't you keep your high? Do you agree? She interrupted. Yes. That was your intent, though. Is that correct? That's right. But I did interact with all the things that you said to me. What is your one little comment? And then fuck right off. What's your one little comment?
No.
I'm ready for it.
You're the one that was interrupting.
No. I was having a conversation with Patrick. I was having a conversation and you walked up because I was I wasn't interrupting. I was listening to the things that he was saying. I was engaging with all. And what was it that he was trying to say that I interrupted? What was it that he was trying to say? What sentence?
A question that you had.
Would contradiction disprove the Bible? Would contradiction disprove the Bible? What's your name, coward?
Are contradictions wrong?
Would a contradiction disprove the Quran?
Are contradictions wrong?
If they're in the Quran, they are. Would a contradiction disprove the Quran? What's your name? Rory Ann Mitchell. This is Patrick. She won't give me her name because she's afraid. What's your name?
I'm not afraid.
Anush?
I would give you
Anush? Do you believe in the Bible?
I don't give rude people my name.
Say again?
Maybe.
If I could prove to you that the Bible is untrue, would you want to know? If I could prove there's contradictions in the Bible, would you want to know?
We're asking why are contradictions not allowed?
Yeah.
Why are you listening to him? If I could prove to you that the Bible is not true, would you want to know? The question is, if I could disprove the Bible, would you even want to know?
Contradictions.
If I could disprove the Bible, would you want to know?
Well, you can.
Well, if I could, would you want me to?
You can.
But if, do you know what the word if means? It's kind of like a... Yeah, tell me what if. Hold on, he's got it.
It's a hype.
Hold on, Patrick!
Yeah, see,
he's got it. Tell us what if is. What is if? When I say if, why does he ignore it?
Because...
Hold on, Patrick, we're listening.
Argument,
I do have a real argument. I have lots of good real arguments.
Such a...
and why your girlfriend has to walk up and
That's a blunderbuss.
interrupt.
That's why you have to be.
No,
the way
because
you are.
people.
Because you have no.
No,
argument.
because I was having a conversation with Patrick and three people. I definitely
You were
was.
not allowing him to answer.
I
the
definitely
question.
was. He's definitely allowed to answer. All he has to do is.
People.
No, I didn't try to. No, you misrepresent what I'm saying. Here's my argument. If there is a contradiction in the Bible, that disproves the Bible. How is that?
Why are contradictions?
Because
wrong?
contradictions disprove things. Because in a contradiction, A and not A, only one can be true.
Where do you even put the?
That's a very good
concept of right
question.
and
That's
wrong?
very good question. Let's ignore that for now. Just like you guys ignore what day, the year, the book of Romans was written. What year was that book written? Let's just ignore that.
Year?
Yeah.
The year?
Yeah, what day of the year was it written? Who wrote the book of the Romans? Who wrote the letter to the Romans? Who wrote the letter to the Romans? What's the name of the human who wrote the letter to the Romans that's in your book of
so pedantic now?
Because of your, you are making fun of me because I was putting something down the road, something that's very, complicated about what causes I'm answering your question, Pat. So you interrupted me, right? So you said, you interrupted me, and you interrupted me to say that, right? Because what I'm saying is contradiction. Do you believe that the contradiction can exist? That something can be true and not true? It's the same way. Do you believe? Hey, I'm talking to you. Hey, why don't you interrupt? Why don't you interrupt? Cool, because you were saying that interruption is something that the bad guys do. I have a basis for contradiction.
What are you just saying? He started to answer you, and you.
I have a basis for contradiction. That I have no basis to say that contradiction. Why? Why? Would that disprove the Bible?
Let's see if it does.
No. If there is a contradiction,
you're the expert.
First, let's talk about
the Bible is an self-contradiction.
Am I the expert or are you? Have you studied it?
To you, evidently, you are.
Because you haven't studied the contradictions of the Bible.
Bible contradiction, and we'll see.
Would a contradiction disprove the Bible?
So you mean something is right, but it's also wrong?
At the same time, in the same way. Something's true and false at the same time in the same way. Is that possible?
Are you talking about two different?
I'm talking to him, Patrick.
Hey, what's your best Bible contradiction?
That's a good question. If I could prove a contradiction of the Bible, would that disprove the Bible? Then why would I answer that question? Then why would I? A contradiction, if you don't think a contradiction would disprove the Bible, then why would you even use that as evidence?
Of course, that would invalidate it.
Excellent. Why did you take an hour to say that, Patrick?
Well, because you have no basis for
yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Wrong in your
My basis is very complicated. It takes about an hour to explain. Do you have about an hour to talk through it? Okay. So first of all, do you think that you exist? I'm talking, Patrick. Do you think that you exist?
Yeah.
How? Why? Why do you believe you exist?
So I'm right here, living.
Dude, you're presuming that.
I'm presuming if I know I'm here.
Because it's a presumption that you're making. You're assuming that you exist.
Why am I assuming when I know I'm here?
Okay, so you know you're here, so that's just a thing that we can count.
From God.
Whoa, hold on, Patrick. Whoa, Patrick's inserting biblical verses here for you. I was trying to answer your question. It takes about an hour without interruption from Patrick. So can we tell Patrick to stop interrupting? Because I'm trying to explain to you. You know you exist, right? Because it's evident that you exist. Evident to yourself, right?
Yeah.
You think, therefore you exist.
I know I exist.
You know you exist because here you are wondering, am I real? Am I talking?
I am real.
So something must be wondering that, right?
I'm not wondering. I know I'm real.
Well, I mean, before you know, you must wonder it. Do you agree? How are you sure that you're real?
I know that I'm on my phone.
Well, I mean, maybe you're being fooled. What if you're actually a brain in a jar and it's just a simulation around you and someone's trying to make it to feel like that you exist and that you are on your phone? Might you be fooled in that?
Can you show me where the brain is?
The Cartesian demon. He's this all-powerful demon that might have your brain in a jar, tricking you to believe things that are not true. Do you have a defeat of the Cartesian demon?
That goes for every single person on the
That's correct. Everyone has to deal. Excuse me, are you interrupting again?
You asked me a question.
No, I asked them questions. I didn't bring you into this at all, Patrick.
But you see, he's a bully, and because his arguments are so bad.
Have I bullied you? Have I called you stupid? Have I called you dumb? Have I bullied you at all? What have I said?
Well, where's the brain in
Where's the jar?
So it's possible that you might be a brain in a jar. Do you agree?
No.
No, it's not possible. How can you tell that you're not a brain in a jar? If you were a brain in
Why
a jar,
would I be a brain in the jar then?
because there's an evil genius that's attempting to trick you into thinking. Is why.
Why?
So what do you think that evil genius is?
Say again?
Like, what do you think that guy is?
I'm proposing that it's possible that you are not a brain in a jar, and instead a brain in your mind, and everything that you are seeing. I'm trying to explain to these people, and you keep interrupting. No. I'm saying there's two possibilities. One, that what you are, Patrick. I'm trying to explain to these people the answer to the question they're asking. Why?
Wait, can you like show me the brain in the jar?
Can I show you the brain in the jar? No, because you would be the brain in the jar.
Claiming he knows it's possible that
I'm saying between those two cases, that you are a brain in this way, ambulating around in this one real world, or you are B, a brain in a jar, in a simulated world that's meant to look like this, created by an evil demon. How can you tell the difference between those two cases? But that's how you would feel if you were a brain in the jar. That's right, that's what it would be.
That you think it's real, but it's not really real. But the thing is,
and it's from Descartes' meditation.
In the Matrix, there was reality, right?
Was there?
Outside of the Matrix.
How do they know there wasn't another Matrix, Patrick?
Well, in the movie, there wasn't another Matrix.
No, they just believed there was another. They don't know.
There wasn't another Matrix.
How do you know that? How would you be able to tell the difference?
Because it's a movie, it's all fake.
But how would you be able to tell the difference?
It's a movie.
It's simulated.
They're just trying to argue ultimately that no one knows anything for certain.
I'm saying you don't have a defeater for the Cartesian demon.
Perhaps that
they themselves exist.
That's all he knows.
No, I'm saying it's the one thing that we can know for certain that we can build upon.
That's your claim, but
that's one thing that we can all.
So that's all you know for certain?
No. That's the beginning of it. That's not all I know for certain. That's not all I know for certain. No, it's not an assumption. It is evident. No, it's not an assumption. It is evident.
But do you have the evidence?
The evidence what? That I exist? Because we've kind of skipped a step here with Patrick. I have a step here. That no matter what, whether or not you're a brain in a jar, or a brain in a real body, a brain in a body, doesn't matter. Because there is a you, because there is you that wonders it. So as long as you wonder, do you know why you would not? Because you're stuck on a script that doesn't make sense, that's hundreds of years old, and you can't roll with what people say to you. That you're using an ancient religion, your ancient mythological nonsense.
Which book does that say that?
Which book? Descartes' Meditations, meditation number 1, I think.
Which religion is that?
Not a religion. What is a religion? How do you define religion? It's religion, truth, and reality. No, Descartes was not a Christian. He was a theist. He was a deist, maybe. He was not a Christian. When I take anything that he says for truth, because he's addicted to mythology. And how? Yes. That never happened. There's one where Muhammad, in a dream, donkey flew from where he was, Mecca or Medina, to but that didn't really happen. That's the cause. How do I know that? It's a good question. That's a good question. But I'm not proposing a universe without God. I'm not proposing.
What does that say? What is that?
This right here, this sign here says, please join my. If you're in a trick car, would you join it?
No.
Why not?
Why?
Why do you in the Bible?
What contradiction?
Again, he doesn't.
Any contradiction?
What contradictions?
Dude, what is cool? So if God says I cannot lie, and God lied.
How did he lie?
Well, hold on.
No.
Hold on. Say something that was not true.
It was not true.
Okay, before we get to that, what do you mean?
What it is?
It's not. Where did God lie? Where did God lie? You have the list. The God of the Bible. Yeah.
What's your contradiction?
If that's what you think the God of the Bible means.
So
what is my contradiction? Is God all powerful?
Yes.
Is God all great?
Knowing, yes.
Is he all great?
Yes.
Is he masculine? Yes. Is he feminine?
No, I think he's a man.
No.
Yes, he's a male.
Is he all great?
Yes.
Is it great to be masculine? Is it great to be feminine?
Sure.
He's not all great if he's not feminine. Do you see what I just done?
No, you're full of
No, he's
shit,
not.
sir. You're,
Is God all great?
God-
Patrick, is God all great?
yes.
Hold on, I'm talking to Patrick. I appreciate that you're answering, but I'm asking Patrick specifically now. Is it good you believe in all great?
Here's what Scripture says he is, which includes mighty.
I'm asking you, is it true that your God is all great? There's a yes and no answer to this. Do you believe that God is all great?
I don't
Please, if there's a huge
Well, I mean that there are things that make a person great. Does God have all those things? Some things make people great, and some things don't make people great. Does your all the things that be not handle? Is that a contradiction?
Oh, wait. So what you're saying is...
I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Roy.
created man in image.
Did he create women in his image? Is God feminine?
I think the feminine aspect of
Is God masculine and feminine?
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Some people say the Holy Spirit is the more on the feminine.
Cool, but I'm talking about God, the eternal Father, the creator of all
Father, Son, and Holy
things.
Spirit.
Not triune nonsense that you made up. God, the one true creator.
Do you have a picture of this demon?
What demon?
Your little demon thing.
The cartoon? I don't think it really
It's
exists.
just a philosophical kind of mind.
Is your God feminine?
Well, what does that have
You said yes,
What
right?
does that have to disprove in the Bible?
Sure.
He's masculine and feminine. Or God.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
No. God the Father. Not God, not the Son,
You don't
not the
even
Holy Spirit.
understand the Trinity.
No, you don't understand it because you made it up.
How do
I
How
made
many
it up.
wills are there
I
in the
made it
Trinity?
up.
How many wills are there? How many wills?
So-
How many wills does the one true Creator?
Yeah.
None.
You cannot have a conversation. He's a YouTube wannabe kind of.
It's not me. I'm nailing it. Not wannabe. What do you mean wannabe? How many numbers do I get before you call me a wannabe? Well, give me a number. And then you stop calling me a wannabe. Not wannabe.
Okay, I apologize.
Thank you.
apologize.
Appreciate it. How you doing, Mitch? Well, what's your name? Kevin, hi. It's good to meet you. This is Matt Rowan again. I've forgotten. Onich? You don't know weed. Shut up. Weed lasts you like an hour. How long does weed last you?
Way more than an hour.
Is that right? You smoke a lot?
No, I don't know if my friends do.
Weed lasts me like a half an hour tops.
How much do you smoke?
Tons, dude, but not in the last few hours.
What strain?
Tons, as much as I want to smoke.
What strain?
Dude, I like sativas. What do you get? What does this have to do with anything? I'm
Because
saying
you're
Has
fucking...
to do with how sober.
I'm very sick right now because I haven't smoked weed in 4 hours, and
Why would
so
you
I'm
smoke weed?
sober.
Is it part of your demon?
Just for fun. Why would you watch television?
Mitch, can I ask you two questions?
Please do.
What's your goal?
My goal is to communicate with people about one true creator of all things. My goal is to engage these people in good faith conversation.
Excellent. That's awesome. What are your
Yeah,
beliefs?
that's a joke.
My beliefs are there is one true reality, and the more that we understand it, the better. And people who are addicted to cause evil and destruction in this world, and they ought to stop.
What type of myth are you speaking of?
Any myth. If you believe that a myth is real and work that myth into reality, what you're doing is damage to this reality. So if I were to believe in the myth of, say, the Book of Mormon, then I would be trying to overlay that false reality on this reality, and that would flavor the way that I do that. If I believed in the myth of the Quran, I would use that myth to overlay this reality to not what if I believe in the Bible, then I would cause that to overlay this reality and cause death to this reality with the Bible.
Self-righteousness.
Nobody's asked you a question, Pat. Do you have another question?
I do. What's the size of what the myth is?
There's this is Romulus. This might be a better one. Romulus and Remus.
Yeah.
They founded Rome, and they suckled on the breast of the she-wolf, and Romulus killed his brother Remus, and they were the first kings of Rome.
What standard do you go off of?
Objective standard. This is one reality that we all share, and if it's not part of reality, then it's not objectively true.
So you do believe in a higher power and a creator?
I think that you must be agnostic about that idea. Whether or not there is a creator of this one true reality, we are incapable.
Creator. I mean, look all around us.
Cool.
You can't look at a building and say, "Oh, look at that building! It just got there, and there's no creator."
Sure, I can.
So you just think things just pop in?
No. Do you have hot chocolate?
I'll check.
I would like hot chocolate.
That's just by choice, Mitch. That's not by evidence. That's by your personal perspective.
What?
That's not truth. You saying
what is not truth?
Truth is not what you
say again,
because you just said that.
No, I'm saying there's an objective reality that we all inhabit. What were you saying?
You're not stoned?
Not now. It's been years. I was drinking at about 6 o'clock. I'm pretty sober right now because it's been
smoking, not drinking.
Yes. I smoke lots of weed. I smoke weed whenever I want to. I haven't smoked weed in a number of hours, so I'm pretty sober weed-wise.
Mitch.
I came over here at 6 o'clock. I had 3 screwdrivers. I drank them all. I got pretty drunk, but that shit is fucking wearing off as well. So I'm pretty sober right now. Is that okay?
Why do you keep on looking around?
Because I like to see what else is going on here. I like to engage all these people in the street theater that we're doing.
So you think this building just got here? It's just here?
No.
Mitch,
No.
what's around your neck, Mitch?
What's around my neck is a shirt. This key right here?
Yeah, what does that mean to you? What is that?
What does this key mean?
Yeah, I'm actually genuine.
This key means literally nothing. What does that cross mean around your neck?
It's everything to me.
Yeah, what if you're wrong on that cross? Would you want to know?
I'd rather be wrong and err on the side of safety and go to eternal heaven than hell.
So is that a no?
That doesn't answer your question, does it?
Were you answering my question?
I can imagine no matter what
Thank
I
you.
say, you've already made up your mind of what you're going to say next. Because you have an objective truth to yourself that you have nothing to refute against the word of God. You're going to say,
I do have something to refute against the
you're
word of
going to
God.
ramble about nonsense.
I'm not rambling. I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to talk to the points that you're bringing up.
So, do you think there's an afterlife?
Do I think there's an afterlife? I think there are things that happen. I think time continues on after your life.
I think you're a good person?
Are you answering my question? Do we trade questions?
Yeah, what?
I'm a good person and an evil person. Are you going to die?
Based off what?
Are you going to die?
I am going to die.
Based on the objective standard of good and evil.
And so, can I judge you based off the moral standard of
You can
God?
judge me all you want. I don't mind. You're wrong about what God is, though.
Why would you say that?
Because you believe that the God of the Bible is untrue God, and I can prove to you that he's not. You just
Then
don't have
prove
the time. Cool. Would a contradiction prove it?
Prove it.
Excellent. Oh, look for any contradictions you can
dialogue.
find. This is a dialogue. We are engaged in a dialogue. He said he can't lie, and then he lied.
What did he lie about?
What he lied about? Didn't he lie about? He was lying all day long. If I showed you what the lies of the Old Testament, God would just prove.
Guys,
He lied about whether or not he wanted Abraham to kill his son. He lied to Abraham about whether or not he wanted to kill his son. He lied to Abraham about whether or not he wanted him to kill his son. He lied. The God of the Old Testament lied to Abraham.
That's a test of faith. Because you know that I know what I'm talking about.
Rory, my apologies. That's messed
Don't
up.
hide from somebody who knows.
No, because I'm trying to have conversations with 3 different
Genesis
people.
22,
You accuse me of being
a lot.
but a contradiction is true.
Let's talk about Genesis 22, the Abraham's faith.
Okay, let's talk about Genesis 22. I believe that God wanted Isaac. Do you
The
agree?
ultimate test of faith.
Is it?
Yeah.
Would you accept the test of faith from the God,
I
the
am
eternal
faithful
Father?
to
If
God.
God told you to kill your son, would you do it or
I
not?
am faithful to God as much as I try to be. So if God told me to do that, I would
No,
follow
faithful
through
as much as you try to be.
with
Everybody
the-
is that. That's a
with
nonsense
knowing
statement.
that God would not have me murder my own child.
Whoa, hold on. Say that
He
again.
provided the lamb.
Oh, did he? I know he was going to provide the lamb.
Absolutely not. That's why.
So why did you bring that up just now?
Because you claim that was.
When Abraham woke from his dream,
You can't get loud when I refute your statement.
dude, if loudness is going to offend you, why are we doing this in the street? Let's go do it at your house. If loudness is going to offend you and you're going to get all hurt about it.
Steal from our world.
No, you can't steal from our worldview.
Morals.
Marriage happened before Christianity. Love happened before Christianity. Truth existed before Christianity. You can't steal from our worldview. Stop trying to steal from objective reality.
Repent.
You need to repent. You need to stop believing. We done?
Love you, miss.
Contradiction disprove the Bible? Contradiction would disprove it. Is that right? Because the thing you said is true because...
Give me an example.
Okay, so if God said I can, and God said I cannot lie, would that contradiction disprove the Bible?
I can lie, but I cannot.
God said I can lie.
Where did he lie?
Would that be a contradiction? You ignore the question.
Well,
God said I can lie and said I cannot lie. Would that be a contradiction? No, it's context. It's just theoretical in this way. If God said, I can lie, and then God said, I cannot lie, would that be a contradiction?
I cannot lie. Or
If God said, I can lie, I'm incapable of it, and then God said, would that be? Would that be a contradiction? I'm not going to tell you the lie until you agree that would be a contradiction. Do you understand why? I'm not going to give you the evidence until you agree that the evidence is good evidence. See you.
Take care, man.
Yeah, hold on. Hey. You'll accept anything except a bombasm.
Arguments, though you
I'm going to ask him.
have no arguments.
I do have arguments. There's contradictions in the Bible. I do have arguments. There's contradictions in the Bible. Your God... No, because you said you have no argument, blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying I do have arguments. I'm contradicting the thing you said.
I know, but it is
So, yeah?
I cannot lie, but I have lied.
If he said I cannot lie and then he lied, would that be a contradiction? Would that disprove the Bible?
Yeah, but you have to give us some evidence so we can.
Not yet, I don't. You have to commit to whether or not it's good.
How can you commit without knowing what it is?
He can't even tell you his claim.
It's a bunch of claims about God, eternal Father, and His creation.
Yeah.
And if that God claimed that He could lie, and then claimed that He could not lie, it was impossible for Him to lie, would that disprove the Quran as a fucking source of truth?
So you believe Quran is fake?
I believe the Quran is fake. Do you?
Could you go to can you go to a country that believes in Quran and say Quran is fake?
Yeah, you're gonna pay for the ticket? Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'll go. It's fake. Yeah, the Quran is fake. I'll say it wherever you pay for it. Can I prove it? Yeah. Contradiction, eternal Quran. Would Quran...
So we can decide if it's fake or not.
Cool. If we read the Quran and the God of the Quran said I can't lie, and then later the God of the Quran said, at one part, the God of the Quran says I cannot lie, and then at another part, the God of the Quran says I can lie, would that disprove the
How do
Quran?
you know if it's in the Quran or not?
I never read it. If we did, I said that time. But if we did, would that disprove the Quran?
Okay, back to mine, actually.
Cool.
Okay, so they said you can't, but I lied. I'd say...
And he said it was a still lie, and that's what the God of the Bible said. So what if he lied? Would that be... What if the God of the Bible lied?
And he wouldn't be God.
Is that right? So if I showed you a lie in the Bible, would that disprove the Bible? Excellent. John 8:20, he lied to the high priest.
John 18:20.
Yeah. It says, everything I've said in public, nothing I have said in secret. Is kind of what it surmises to. He also lied to Abraham. He told Abraham he wanted him to kill his son Isaac. And that was a lie. He didn't want him to kill his son Isaac.
No,
Does that disprove it?
that was...
If he told Abraham that he wanted him to kill his son, and he didn't want him to kill his son, would that be a lie?
Well, technically that wasn't a lie. Because
Is that right? Technically? Tell me about technically lies.
technically,
Yeah.
that's like you saying, I want you to jump. And you're like, I'm not, oh wait, actually I don't want you to jump. That is a changing of your mind.
Is it? Did God want Isaac to kill his son or Abraham to kill his son?
Yeah, actually, by commanding him to kill his son.
So God wanted him to kill his son.
Yes.
Then he told him to kill his son.
Yes.
So when Abraham woke up from his dream and thought to himself, God wants me to kill his son, my son Isaac, he was right.
To kill his son.
He wanted to. God wanted him to.
Yes, to prove to him something.
Prove to whom?
To
Prove to Abraham?
It's Abraham, right? We're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, Abraham.
So I'm going to throw this way. You can keep talking, I can hear you.
Nope. No, that.
People think it's literal. Do you think the book of Job is literal? Do you think Job is literal? Yeah, like Job was a real person or a fake or a fiction? There is a lot of reason to believe.
There is actually truth. He has truth on that.
Where is us? Where is us?
No, he's at a point here.
Was he perfect?
But I'm wasting my time.
2 reasons to believe it's literal.
Okay.
Well, then that's 2 reasons not to believe it's literal.
There was.
He's fiction. He's poetry. Job is not real.
I understand.
You think that book is literal because you're addicted to mythology. No, dude, I'm trying to help you stop believing that mythology is real. Yeah, I'm an expert on Job. Are you? You an expert on Job?
Read all the book of Job?
Yeah, I've read all the book of Job.
What is the point of the book of Job?
The point is, whatever God's gonna do to you, God's gonna do to you. That's the point of Job. Stop complaining because you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. That's absolutely it. Where is the land of Uz? I know where the land of Uz is. It's right next door to Oz. And more. What's the point of me explaining?
Job wasn't a real person.
Because you're making a claim that you know that Job was a real person, and only one of us can be right.
Reason to believe
Only one. You definitely. I gave you 2 already. Only one of us can be right about the reality of Job, whether he was a real person or he's a fiction.
Bombast is saying that
Job.
I don't think Bombast.
Those were not literal.
Jonah.
Because these stories.
It's called the wisdom literature. Okay.
Yeah, wisdom literature.
Ecclesiastes.
Yeah. Bro, yes, that's the one I was looking at. Okay, Job was the one talking of. Job was the one that to say, why do bad things happen to good people? That was Job's whole point.
Well,
like many people struggle with this.
Not exactly, but
well, it's not.
These guys know you're wrong. They know you're wrong about the Bible. They know that you think that the book of Job is true. Do you think because it sort of identifies people who can't understand just poetry, can't understand the difference between a story and reality.
No, because in the Bible,
I appreciate that you like wasting time, but conversation is not wasting time. Talking to people and having the conversation is the very difficult part of it, and if you're trying to understand what each other believes and why, and it might feel like a waste of time, but no, we're doing good work here.
Do you smoke them?
I don't. But I used to throw some this throw meters off.
No, it's legal in Colorado.
Yeah. Person 21 years old.
It was so good. It was purple.
That's gorgeous.
I know.
Nice.
And then there's this.
Dude, it's a big deal, man. Like, I was born Mormon, and they were very like, don't drink alcohol and don't do all these things. And my relationship with marijuana really has helped out, sort of like understanding the unity of people in the family and like how individuals. $140. What, for an ounce? For how much?
It was 24 grams.
Nice. It's gorgeous. Yeah. I very much enjoy it.
Does your argument only relate to Christianity and Islam, or does it?
Well, I mean, this is a very Christian nation, and so we talk a lot about Christian. But no, I'm opposed to all people who sort of preach myth and especially when they're like political about it, when they're aggressive about it. Like, I think that the First Amendment says everyone gets to believe what they want to believe. But some people come out here and do conformist. And I think that is the problem of like, we understand truth, the way to understand truth. Everyone who's coming up, who people are trying to figure it out right now, must listen to us, and if they don't, they're evil. Is sort of the wrong way to do it. I think we're all here, alive now, and we're all feeling what we're feeling, and we should talk about it and figure out what's going on. I think that's the way to do it. This living religion, everyone talking about what they believe.
Because I'm Hindu, so.
Cool. Just so long as you're not, and that means I get to kill so and so, then I think that's not a problem. But a lot of these Islam religions are like, and that means the end of the world is coming, and I can kill devils in them, like very violent. It moves quick violence and political stuff.
Because there's like
Do you,
millions of gods in Hindu.
Yeah. And they sort of mean different things of like.
Yeah, they're all like different.
Right. And I think monotheism sort of got us away from that idea of like, let's just talk about one aspect of reality. Let's just talk about anger. Let's just talk about being drunk. And instead of like being like the black and white thinking, this is godly, this is devilly. Like, no. It's this whole spectrum of like human experience.
do you talk about politics?
I try not to because I'm very poorly educated in that sort of stuff. I try not to. But I do think that religion and politics are very closely related, especially in America.
There was mostly poetry for
Right, man, it's cool.
It is. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. It was good to meet you both. Rory and I again, Anuj. My apologies. It was good to meet you. He's right, man. The Book of Job is mythology. I'm going to be back later. Good to see you again. Thanks for talking to me. Hey, Pastafarians. Hey, sorry about that. It is so cold here. We're going to... let me turn this around. Let me catch... Oh, let's see. We've been going live now for negative 1,837 hours. So that's weird. Let's check the live chat. Who's here? Ronk is here. Hello, Ronk. It's good to see you. We are here on Friday with the Fort Collins Friday crew, the Vantillions. I think good conversation. I had a lot to drink. I had a bit too much to drink. Look at this. It's a cam. Oh, sorry, Joe. I don't mean to like out you. Look, here's the camera right there. We're filming this as well. We'll post this. We're gonna go home and get warm. It's cold. This spring is gonna be nice. Gasoline is like $50 to come out here. So if you want to fund the next time I come up here, please check the links below for the Patreon. Also for my shirts and stuff. It's cold. Look how red my nose is. Bye, Pastafarians. Thank you so much.